Industry and innovation rely on effective infrastructures like safe roads, transportation, clean water, and electricity to function locally and internationally. We all have a role to play in helping the United Nations to achieve its goal of creating a world where everyone has access to improved infrastructure, industry, and innovation by 2030. Entrepreneurs can make existing products or services even better when good infrastructure is in place. Nations prosper for the benefit of everyone. Infrastructure is all around us: the sidewalks we walk on, the reservoirs, the supply of running water, the data centers that link us up to the internet. When infrastructure is strong, people can connect and work together on new innovations, which in turn creates more jobs and supports a thriving economy. Roads and bridges allow goods to be transported from producers to retailers. They enable people to get to work when roads are in good condition and adequately serviced. Economies run smoothly. The United Nations has outlined 8 targets and 12 indicators for SDG 9. Targets specify the goals and indicators represent the metrics by that the world aims to trace whether or not these targets are achieved. The targets and indicators of SDG 9 are: Subgoal 1: Develop quality, reliable, sustainable, and resilient infrastructure, including regional and transborder infrastructure, to support economic development and human well being, with a focus on affordable and equitable access for all. Subgoal 2: Promote inclusive and sustainable industrialization, and by 2030 significantly raise industry's share of employment and gross domestic product in line with national circumstances and double its share in least developed countries. Subgoal 3: Increase the access of small scale industrial and other enterprises, in particular in developing countries, to financial services, including affordable credit and their integration into value chains and markets. Subgoal 4: By 2030, upgrade infrastructure and retrofit industries to make them sustainable, with increased resource use efficiency and greater adoption of clean and environmentally sound technologies and industrial processes, with all countries taking action in accordance with their respective capabilities. Subgoal 5: Enhance scientific research, upgrade the technological capabilities of industrial sectors in all countries, in particular developing countries, by 2030, encouraging innovation and substantially increasing the number of research and development workers per 1 million people, and public and private research and development spending. Subgoal 6: Facilitate sustainable and resilient infrastructure development in developing countries through enhanced financial, technological, and technical support to African countries, least developed countries, landlocked developing countries, and small island developing states. Subgoal 7: Support domestic technology development, research, and innovation in developing countries, including by ensuring a conducive policy environment for inter alia industrial diversification and value addition to commodities. Subgoal 8: Significantly increase access to information and communication technology and strive to provide universal and affordable access to the internet in least developed countries by 2020.
Sundargarh is recognized as an industrial district on the map of Odisha. The present district of Sundargarh has 6.24% of the state area and 4.97% of the state population. The district has not escaped from the ever increasing problem of unemployment and poverty. Lack of awareness for commercial ventures due to ignorance prevails in the district, though there is enough scope for setting up commercial ventures, mainly in small scale industries. As mentioned earlier, SDG 9 focuses on developing industry, infrastructure, and innovation. To extend these goals to the Sundargarh district, we have a long way to go, and with this, we present some suggestions to achieve these targets. Approximately 104.9 billion rupees or $1.37 billion is invested in different large industries by 62 private and public sectors around various locations in Sundargarh district. These large industries give employment to 47,990 people. Among them, the mining and steel industries are the largest ones. The mining industry constitutes the major part of the industries in Sundargarh since the district has a rich mineral reserve. The coal and iron industries are seen as the dominant industries in the mining sector. The problems created by industries are mainly the pollution by transportation, pollution at industrial sites, deforestation, and health issues faced by workers and the local people. The areas nearby the coal industry is hugely impacted and polluted due to mining and transport. The health condition of local people is getting worse over time. It is claimed that people have even died of kidney diseases. Many suffer from severe ailments due to pollution of air, water, and soil by the pollution intensive sponge iron plants. A study has found that mining activities in the coal rich areas have put the local population, mainly tribal people, at an increased risk of acute respiratory diseases and tuberculosis. A recent report states that even though industrialization has brought progress to Sundargarh district, excessive pollution has taken the mineral-rich district to a dead end. The unavoidable sources of pollution that have intensified the seriousness of the issue are releasing of the dust particles from mines and factories, emitting smokes from chimneys, carrying mineral ores and raw materials, and discharging of untreated industrial waste into the water. Deforestation is another threat that came along with prolonged industrialization. The uncontrolled expansion of mining areas has resulted in massive forest and biodiversity loss. Rapid loss of forest cover in the district has imbalanced the ecology.
The main problem caused by the mining industry is the pollution while transporting. This can be controlled by replacing low capacity vehicles of 10 to 15 tons with high capacity vehicles of 35 tons. Raw materials can be transported in fixed chambers. Water curtains can be used to reduce the spread of pollutants. Similarly, effective doors and lids can also be placed. Truck stops with cheap meals and shelters can be made available for the drivers at night time. This will surely help to cut down road accidents. Dusting by evacuation to a back filter while unloading the dry materials can reduce the amount of pollution.
Since many health issues prevail in the district, following proper safety protocols in industrial sites is necessary. Safety equipment should be provided to the workers in a timely manner with regular inspection of their availability and durability. Awareness camps should be conducted to provide them with sufficient knowledge about proper safety protocols and other safety accessories like masks, gloves, etc. The workers must be encouraged to refuse to work without adequate safety equipment. Strict inspection of safety protocols must be mandated. Arrangement of on-site physical therapy to provide a comprehensive injury reduction and rapid response plan. The physical therapist may also recommend group or individual stretches, educate on best practice ergonomics regarding job tasks, and create relationships with employees. As the industries are hampering health of local people, they must arrange health camps and help build hospitals, health centers, etc.
Government authorities like Forest Department should inspect the mining industries. They must ensure that the abundant mined areas are appropriately filled with sand and soil as per the regulations. Test the soil in the area and restore the soil fertility artificially by alternative crop cultivation or by growing some other vegetation type. After restoring the soil quality, we can start reforestation with trees indigenous to that area and restore the natural habitat. Apart from the pollution from transportation, industrial sites also contribute to the pollution. Various processes in the industry causes it. We can reduce the pollution by the following methods. Reduce the amount of coal by 5 to 10% in the blast furnace burden mixture can minimize the carbon dioxide emission. Instead of coal, we can use alternative biomass reductants using dried or heated sugarcane fibers or pyrolyzed eucalyptus leaves. We can also adopt alternative fuel injection through pulverized coal injection, waste plastics, etc. Government must mandate the use of internal dust catcher electrostatic precipitator, and cloth filters to reduce the toxic gas emission. Approximately 9.6 billion rupees, which is around $126 million, are invested in more than 16,000 different micro and small industries in the Sundargarh district. These small industries give employment to the 1,03,520 peoples, more than 2 times compared to the large industries. Micro and small industries are vital in the developing backward villages as in Sundargarh. However, the globalization has led to a competition between giant multinational companies and dwarf Indian enterprises. Small scale sector is a vital constituent of the overall industrial sector of the country. Therefore, lack of globalization is a significant threat to micro industries.
Our suggestions that can help expand and develop the micro industries mainly include building a craft village and an authority to monitor and advertise the craft village. The media can play a vital role in implementing this and help this idea to reach the public. Government can thereby arrange regular exhibitions and fairs along with running shops to publicize the products of small-scale industries. The authorities can also promote online marketing so that these industries can be globalized. Creating websites and social media outreach can also increase exposure. Increasing production in small industries is one of the vital components of the successful globalization of local products. It needs a lot of investment in modern machinery and human resources. This can be brought about with the government's help by providing low interest or interest-free loans. Other infrastructures that are extremely necessary for the development of the district are mainly transportation, electricity, communication, network access, education, and energy requirements. Road connectivity is a major issue in SUNDARGARH mining areas. The roads are not maintained properly and are not of the all-weather type. The scenario is worsened by heavily loaded mining trucks. Therefore, the community faces problems accessing basic facilities like education, health, etc. We can reconstruct the roads into all-weather type to combat this issue. Alternatively, the construction of plastic roads can be implemented as it also helps waste management. Electricity requirements are currently run by solar energy and other facilities, but constant checks must be on the instruments and equipments. Training the villagers to use and handle these equipments is also necessary. Communication and network access is the need of the time. In the 21st century, lack of proper communication is a major issue and must be resolved immediately. But this cannot be done unless the transportation system and roads are developed. Many of the issues currently faced by the district can be easily wiped out by educating the people. This can be done by educating and making the youth power strong and capable of making changes. Educational facilities can be provided by NGOs to tribal areas and make them aware of the society, rights, and their role in the society.
This video is meant to propose some realistic policies on the existing industry and infrastructure present in Sundargarh to achieve the Sustainable Development Goal 9, Industry, Infrastructure and Innovation. None of the group members intend to insult, wound, offend or hurt any social or political sentiments, beliefs or feelings of any community or class of persons. nor do they intend to malign, disparage, defame, or slander any religion, country, community, profession, organizations, persons, anyway. We do acknowledge that implementing the proposals may not be as easy as it seems due to many socio-economical and socio-political barriers. The efficiency and implementations of these proposals depend upon the mutual cooperation and understanding between the government and the associated industry authorities, government and the community and industrial authorities. The utmost outcome can be achieved by proper regulation of laws, abiding by the Indian Constitution, and in absence of corruption, biased recruitment, etc. We heartily thank you for spending your valuable time here. As Klaus Trophus had said, sustainable development is the peace policy of the future. It is high time for us to adopt policies in helping sustainable development and inspire others.